vendors, just want you to know that Tots and Teens Health Fair will be on Saturday, July the 16th. There was no information being sent out because of the death of my son. I was unable to do anything. I was too sick, too weak. I was unable to talk to let people know that the community health fair will come out. However, it will be done on the 16th of July at Bethel Deliverance Church. You could get on to Pastor Arlene Israel of Bethel Deliverance Church. She has a phone number of 347-224-5824. You can call her if you don't get me, Patricia Trim, at 347-533-1637. Our health fair is set and will be on for July the 16th. We are inviting you and inviting the public to come out and support our community health fair on July the 16th. It's sorry for the delay of not getting back to vendors, but vendors, please know that I had an urgent sudden death of my son, Colin Alwin Richard Trim, and I'm now trying to regroup myself, trying to get back into life once again. I know it won't be the same thing, same way as how I was. As some people are saying, I'm not looking well, but I lost a child. I buried a child. And because I buried a child, I lost a child. Part of me is lost. So I will not be the same again. That's how I was. So I'm just inviting you to come out, support me on Health Fair Day, talk to me, give me some advice if you know of any bereavement group that I can be a part of, because there are certain things that I need to speak out, and get it out of my system, because it's every night is a crying, every morning is a crying. I will not stop crying. So as I said, people should not tell me not to cry. If I don't cry, I won't bring out the feelings that I have inside. So make certain that you come out to the health fair on July the 16th at Bethel Deliverance Gospel Church at 397 Rockaway Avenue. We have all kind of vendors: Kings County, Downstate, Brookdale, Downstate Hospital. We have vendors from all over. This week I'll be working to get the vendors out to attend the health fair. One person called me and they're from sickle cell. Sickle cell is SCTPN. They will certainly be there. So you have anything about sickle cell, you can come out and get your information from the vendors who will be there. Keep mask up so we won't have any incident, accident, or any person getting the virus. And I think they have another packed things outside there. Please protect yourself and know that you're not supposed to be involved. Okay? So thank you all for listening, and thank you all for supporting the Tots and Teens in Focus and Circle Dynamic Women of Power Community Health Fair in collaboration with Bethel Deliverance Gospel Church and Talk of the Tongue Internet Radio, where I am a host on Women of Power on Talk of the Tongue. So come out and support us. Women, men, children, bring them all out. We may not have all the things that we had planned to have because it wasn't enough time to gather up, but whatever the vendors bring, that we will have to use for now. Next year, by God's grace and God's willing, we'll able to have it the way it should be done. And if for the mercy of God, the grace of God, the favors of God, that He gave us the opportunity to have the health fair that we planned was to have for this year. Trust God and hope for the best. Until then, next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to Tots and Teens in Focus. I'm your host, Patricia Trim, welcoming you to another edition of Tots and Teens in Focus. Today I'm here and I'm going to talk all about our community health fair that is we held at Bethel Deliverance Gospel Church on 397 Rockaway Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, zip code 11212. Our annual community health fair is held every year. It's been there for over 15 years, so you can tell how long it is. It started at the office of then John Sampson's office of Flatlands Avenue. We started simple there with a simple Easter parade, and then we went on, and then we started health fair. Tots and Teens Health Fair is the health fair that brought out a lot of other communities to start having health fair or block party in the area, and it went on and on and on. And health fair is stretching because when we first started, it was Kings County Hospital, it was Brookdale Hospital, it was Downstate Hospital, and wherever I had it, we had the vendors will be good. Kings County was one of our supporters for our annual community health fair until we get in touch with the Bethel Deliverance Gospel. We've been there for over 10 years keeping the health fair at Bethel Deliverance Gospel on 397 Rockaway Avenue. So the community health fair has been on a very long time. We have the Guyanese nurses who supported it. We have Travis Pan who supported it too. We have Kings County Hospital, Brookdale Hospital, Downstate Hospital. We had Metro Plus, Metro PC. We had Metro Plus, Metro PC. We had WLIB who would be there with their music and chanting up the music for us. So we had all these, right? We had Walgreens was there with us. All these agencies took part in our community health fair. Nurses from everything you could think about, that every person that was involved in the community health fair was all community-minded people and supported the Tots and Teens community health fair that we had for so many years. For the last 2 years we did not get it because of the COVID, but we did do it online on Talk of the Town internet radio last year, and we had all the vendors came on, emergency management, and all those folks are always there with our community health fair. I will give you some of the names who participated in the community health fair for a very long time. They participated in our community health fair. You have like Carlin Ferrier. Carlin Ferrier was from Metro Plus. She was one of our great supporter from Metro Plus to make certain that we get all the things that we need for the community health fair. We could have vouched on Metro Plus supporting us with our community health fair. Also, we had let me see here. We have the NYC. We have New York Life. We have the library used to support it. We have the library from Miss Paris from the library in Linden Boulevard. We could depend on all of those agencies to be there for us with our annual community health fair. You find that I'm not talking very free just because I have a little bit of anxiety due to the death of my son. I'm still going through that emotional pressure. I'll call it emotional pressure. I will call it emotional pressure that is affecting me. So I'm still got a little bit of weakness, and as I'm asking the Lord every day strengthen me in my weakness so that I will able to stand up and rise up and get over this situation that I'm experiencing. When you have a death in your family, it always affect you terrible. So I'm here trying to overcome it a little by little, but so I'm just trying to, why it's not coming up. Well, let me return back to the persons who will be who helped us start this community health fair. It was Kings County Hospital. It was Downstate Hospital with Sarah Marshall and her husband, and also it was I think it's Comment, right? Comment. Then we had Health First, who came along to help us make this health fair, with Emergency Management, who never gave us up. So we had New York Life, who would be there with us. We have the fire service. The fire service would come out there with their table. I do hope that they come out this time. We had Dingaling the Clown would be there giving out the balloons. Right now I gotta check and see if he's available or if we will able to get we had to get someone else with the health fair. We have United Healthcare. They were there too with the health fair. They were there too. And then we had the libraries would take part in our community health fair. We had a lot of people that would take part. Carlene Ferrier was from Metro Plus. She would be there with our health fair too. So we had a lot of people, a lot of vendors from different organizations, different community office that will take part in our annual community health fair. And most of all, when John Sampson was in office, he was one of our supporting for the community health fair. He may do what he did or whatever he done, but he had a very good name and reputation of getting things done in the community, for the community. We had different agency, different Lions clubs that will come and support us. Yes, we had a lot of persons, and you know what? Everybody copied to make a health fair, and that was good, because that is mean that we were doing something great in the community. Tots and Teens and Circle Dynamic of Women of Power was doing something great in the community that they all others take pattern and they follow. Some of them continue, some of them disappear, some of them, to be a community-minded person, you have to love doing what you're doing. Not you just do it because you see somebody else is doing it, and that is what is happening in most situations. People do it because they see somebody else doing it and they feel that it is an easy go wrong, and they do it 2 years and then they squash. Tots and Teens has been around for over 15 years doing community health fair in the community. We are at Better Deliverance for over 10 years. So that means is the love that you have for the community, the things that you will do for the community. Breakheart Media was there with us. They're the ones who put us on the block and give me the spot, my own show, so I could, when I do community work, it's all on television. All the elected officials, you name them, they were on Tots and Teens program. They supported our community health fair. So Patricia Trim have no fear about nobody, because I know what I can do and I do it to my best of my ability. I know this year, for the last 2 years, The last year we couldn't have any community health fair, but I took it to the media, and it was on Talk of the Town media, where people came in and talk about what they're doing in the community and so forth. I don't know if I have them, but I still have the Zoom connection, that if persons who cannot come in and they want to talk about what they're doing with their health fair, with what they have, the vendors or whatever, they can talk about it on Zoom, and they can show a couple pictures of whatever. But it might be reasonable, and it will be very good that you come in and take a table and let us start back the life of having our community health fair outside than being on Zoom. Zoom connection was for the COVID. Now that the COVID is passing over, but I see something this morning that is rising, so people wear your masks. We're not going to allow anybody to come in there without a mask. You must have your mask on coming to the community health fair for Tots and Teens. We're not going to allow you to be in there without a mask. A mask is important for every person that coming to the community health fair. The vendors' life, we have to take care with the vendors' life. We have to take care of their health issues and know that they should not be around persons who may be having any type of symptoms or symptoms of any type of cough or cold or whatever they may have, so I just yes, I just wanted to know, I don't know why this one's I don't know why this be like that. What's wrong with you glasses? Okay, I don't know where to go with it. Alright. However, I will appreciate that everybody who comes to the health fair come well prepared, so that we can have a proper health fair. And any vendors or any person out there who would like to participate in the community health fair, just give me a call, 347-533-1637, Patricia Trim, or you can get me on you can call Pastor Arlene Israel at 347-224-5824, or you could call Michael Diabru at 917-868 and 8877. He will be able to give you an idea of the community health fair, because we are hoping to have it shown on Brick Art on live on Talk of the Town radio. So these are the things that we will like you to participate and come on down and give a shout out. You can either call into the studio and you can talk on the radio, the internet radio with Michael Diabru, while I am down at the community health fair at 293 at 397 Rockaway Avenue. So this is most that I can talk about the community health fair, and I do hope that you will able to participate. And if you see your neighbor, tell your neighbor come out. If they didn't get their vaccine, they could come and get their vaccine there. They were able to get vaccine, and they were able to get their vaccine, and they'll get information. Oh my God. Every time my memory slip back to my son, I get such a feeling inside the whole body. It just make me feel awful. It made me want to cry. It make me want to scream. It make me want to shout. And it's been going on. This has been going on. This is the effects of grieving process. You're trying to get out of it, but it's not that easy to get out of it. It's not that easy to say, okay, it's over, it's finished. It just, memory flashes back, and it affects me. It affects me. It affects me. So I just want to say that everybody just come to the health fair. I'm just going through a moment, and please understand how it affects you when you have a child die. It affects you. Okay, thank you for watching Tots and Teens in Focus, and I hope you like this update that I gave you about our community health fair and all the vendors who participated, the Downstate Hospital, Miss Nicole Favors, Miss Sharon Devonish, and all those folks, Miss Sarah Marshall and her husband from Downstate Hospital, Carlene Ferry. I think she's not with Metro Plus now, but she's with some other company there. I think she is going to help us to get some vans out there to give vaccine. I have to make contact with her, and but I didn't get to visit Walgreen, but I do hope that they could give us some water. Walgreen, I'm reaching out to you for some water. Travis Fan, I'm reaching out to you. I don't know what to ask you for because I have not even gone in to get a dingling nickel or some other thing, but I do hope somebody hear my voice and say, okay, they could come out there and give us some balloons to children and all the way like that. I'm not strong enough. I'm asking the church, Pastor Israel, to take responsibility of this event because my body is weak and I'm really weak. And especially when I'm going back and forth into the grieving process. So I do hope Pastor told me yesterday she was so tired. She was so tired, and I just don't want her to get too tired again. So, I will be asking the vendors to help us, especially help me, because in my weakness, I'm still asking God to strengthen me in my weakness and what I'm going through. I can't even go on my prayer line in the morning and pray. Because why? That was the line that I go on for every morning for umpteen years. That's what I do every morning, praying for my 3 sons, Dexter, Junior, and Collis. That's what I does every day. If I sitting down, I think I start the blood of Jesus over their life. So it's so hard to know that you had 3 boys and then you can't call one is not there. One is not there. Oh dear Father, help thou me, I pray. Help me thou, I pray. I do hope I have counselors there who can be able to help persons who may be going through similar situation that I'm going through, and they're looking for a bereavement group. I asked okay, I returned back to you because I had a call came in, and that call came in was very important because it's a trim, Andy Trim from Trinidad, and he tell me my picture looked very good than what they saw the last couple of weeks. So I said, that's an old picture. That's an old picture. And he said he met my son. They actually was not far from working together, and I do appreciate you, Andy, calling and make me feel 100% better that you are watching what I'm writing, you are listening to me, and I'm just happy. My son is gone, but I don't want to cry because I've been crying all day yesterday. It was Thursday. It was the Thursday night he died, and I was crying all night last night, all day. So I just try not to cry out once again. So I will continue these missions as my friend at Brickard said, look, talk about your bereavement, talk about what you're going through, talk about your feelings, because they all know that I'm a strong person. And the thing about it is that I don't cry. I'm not a crier. I'm always there to strengthen somebody when they are weak or they're vulnerable, and I'm there, but I don't cry. I come like a crybaby. As soon as I look at my son paper pictures, I start water start dripping. I want to always ask you why did you do this? Why? So I'm thankful for you, Andy, that you are able to call me in this time. Thank you, God, for having him calling me and speak. However, I come to the end of this show that I'm trying to put on because of the health fair for tomorrow. I asked them to give me until 1 o'clock. I do hope that break heart me to give me the time, because they know that I'm in pain. I'm in everything. Everything. But thank you, God. Don't let me cry, Father. Dry my tears. Strengthen me in my weakness. I know I can't do nothing much, but strengthen me. I'm not going to fight to pray. I want to let my prayer life return back to itself. A little bit at a time. I'm not going to force myself into it, but I let it go. But just thanking God. I'm having problems in my glasses. Someone please give me a new glass. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I'll try to continue, because this is a therapy for me. It's therapeutic. It helped me to bring out what is bubbling inside, to calm the umbilical cord. I'm just thanking God for helping me. So from Tots and Teens in Focus, I say goodbye until next week. Don't forget, community health fair is important. Come on down and let's have fun. Bye. Thanks to all the vendors who call in, even those who did not call in, even Kings County Hospital, who know that I sent that request a long time, but yes, still they have their own places that they would like their vendors to be. Thank you all. Bye.